Hello Libra, and welcome to your weekly reading for the week starting January 31st. This is Moon Magic Tarot. I am Ambi, and this deck that I'm using is the Tarot of the Trees by Dana Driscoll. I love it very much. What I'm doing is asking that we get a message for Libra for this week starting the 31st that will help them reach their highest potential. I'm going to pull 4 cards to give us, like, the basic idea. Alright? Give us the... basic idea. I didn't finish my thought. I got distracted. Which I do sometimes. Let's see here. Well... Libra, the overall energy of the week is the Tower. This can seem kind of scary because it can be sometimes harsh energy, but always necessary. So the overall energy of this week, and it looks like it might be a little harsh for you this week, but it seems like there's something in your life that you have most likely banked on being solid, that you can trust and rely on, and that'll be there. Sometimes, a lot of the times we think it's a permanent thing that we get attached to. It could be a person, it could be like the house, the apartment, an animal, some kind of support system. It can actually be physical things that fall away that you thought. But something in your life that you thought was permanent falls away. Usually unexpectedly and kind of out of the blue. It's not like you don't get a whole lot of warning usually. Sometimes, having this card pops up is enough for you to know what that is. But a lot of the time it isn't, or it's unexpected. Like the universe wants it to be unexpected, and so it is. But just know that there's something coming that's going to kind of shake things up a bit, okay? There's going to be an ending of sorts. But the good thing about the Tower, now this... as hard, sometimes it's really hard, sometimes it's not. Usually, well always, when it does knock something out of your life, this Tower, when it comes in and something gets blasted away, it's because it had to. It wasn't solid, it wasn't stable, it was blocking, okay? It wasn't adding to your life. One of the cool things is a lot of the times, it'll be an answer to prayers, or your manifestations, or whatever way you talk to the universe, even like your daydreams, whatever. It's an answer to what you want. What you're wanting is coming. You've been afraid to take it. You've been afraid to let go of the things that you needed to move in that direction, and so it comes in like cha, and now you're open to go in that direction if you're brave enough, right? So this is giving you something you want, or steering you in a direction that you want, or you've been asking for a message and what way to go. And then it went in here and went, this apartment complex had something happen, and now you have to get out of it and move, and the only place you can find is down over yonder, and that's close to this, and this job opportunity that you wanted was right next to that. So it all lines up to make you be in that place you wanted to be anyways. Something along that, like... This opens up a line for a lot of synchronicities to sound effects. You right into where you needed to be, to like funnel you into what you really want to be doing, okay? So it can be hard, and it does take some time for the dust to settle for you to really understand the positive impact of this. Not always, though. Sometimes right off the get-go, you're like, thank God, I was afraid to let that go, or to put that down, or whatever, to move out of here, but thank God it's happened, it happened, the universe did it for me, and I didn't have to do it. That's a lot of the time that comes with that. Yeah, a lot of the time that's accompanying this, but it takes a little bit to watch the dust settle for you to see the positives sometimes. The challenge is the Knight of Swords. Being that the Knight of Swords is here, this change is going to really stir things up. I really do think so. The challenge is, with this here, it talks about swift-moving energy, chaotic. There's confusion a lot of the time that couples it. you're feeling inspired to make decisions super fast, and a lot of the times you won't have all the details, and it's good too because it's the high energy is like, it's good because it kind of makes you feel pressured to make some decisions, and sometimes that's good and sometimes that's bad. But in this instance, because look, here you got the Two of Swords, and this definitely talks about a stalemate. So you got two decisions, most likely. Doesn't have to be just two, but you have two options in whatever recuperation from this tower situation to make. And you have the advice card is that you'll have a stalemate. So to me, when that happens, when this is the advice, it's not asking you to push through and just pick one, whatever you think's best. This is asking you to try to put it off as long as you can. So if, like, let's run with that idea of, like, if it's something happens with your apartment complex, because it's a tower and, like, people live in towers, and that's whatever. So let's say something happens to it. There's, like, a flood in it, and they have to fix it or not. And so all of a sudden you're like scrambling for a place to go, and you're looking at apartments, and you're running really fast, and you're busy, you know, trying to fix that and the other and arrange and blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden you're like, well, I can go stay here for a minute, or I can get right into this apartment over here. Or I can stay with this person or this person, right? Or I can take this apartment or this apartment. Most likely it's something more along those lines. I can take this apartment or this apartment, something that has a lasting effect. And this is asking you to not make that decision. Stay where you're at. So if you've already been sleeping on somebody's couch, you sleep on their couch until later. Probably next week. Yeah, the week after. Then you can make this decision if you need to. Something, whatever it's a decision in relation to that has a lasting implications on your life. So because of this is chaotic. It's going to be challenging for you not to just snap, like, whatever, I'll just pick this. Try not to. I think it'll have a way more positive impact on your life if you put it off. Just put it off. Whatever it's in relation to, because this could be, like, in relationship. Although it really feels home-related. Doesn't mean it is for everybody, but it can be all kinds of things. It can be all kinds of things. Just circumstances that change. Try not to make any decisions until at least next week. Yeah. Well, and so, okay, so the end of the week, you'll be feeling this. This is kind of the outcome of how this works out, is the Ace of Pentacles. And like I was saying, when this goes away, it opens the door to new possibilities. The Ace of Pentacles is often about new ventures, new jobs, new projects, stuff that has in relation to material security in, like, the physical world, finances, health, property, those kind of things. And this is a new in the pursuit of those things. New thing in pursuit of those things. It can also be important documents coming through, so it's possible that by the end of the week you get an important document which might change the dynamic of this decision. Or it could be one of the possibilities, and you end up just taking the one that has to do with this important document that comes to you probably around the weekend. If it was that, it would come to you around the weekend is what I feel. So whatever this is, if you get stuck with two decisions, and then you get a document or something, I don't know, that shows up close to the weekend, whatever, that's the one you pick. I really think so. I really truly believe so. So, yeah. This could also mean that you get a gift. So this breaks, and then somebody's like, you're like scrambling, and somebody's like, voila, here's this thing to make you feel better, and your circumstances look better, and it ends up putting you better than where you were before this thing happened. All in all, like, there's challenges this week for you, Libra, but nothing you can't handle, and I think it's all going to work out for the best in the long run. You just kind of grin and bear it as you go through this thing. Try not to make decisions. I think I said that about 100 times. I just want to make sure I say it a couple more times. Try to put it off at least until the next week. Okay? Just try to remember that when you're stuck with two decisions next week. Okay? Anyways, I really truly hope that these videos, my readings, add to your life in some way, make it your life better somehow. It's my intent always. I really truly wish you the best week ever, or possible for you this week. And if you want to comment, please do. That'd be cool. Rate it, whatever you think it deserves. And if you want to see my videos in the future, subscribe if you're not already. And we will see you next time. I'm really sending you so much love. You be well. Bye-bye now.